5, 6, 7, 8.
Appreciate. Let's talk to a man who really appreciates this series.
He appreciates it so much.
All right, here we go. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Gilmore to Say with Tara and Haley. I'm Tara. This is Haley. Hi, Haley.
Hi, Tara. Special Thursday edition.
Yeah, special Thursday, because our man Brett, we talked to him for a very long time, and
Yes.
we had so much to say, we had to split it into two.
So much to say that probably could have been shorter, but like I feel like when you put the three of us together, everything turns into a bit.
Everything's a little
bit.
bitty.
We're just a bunch of biddies.
Yeah, we're just a bunch of little biddies.
We're Grand's biddies.
Oh, it's true. But we thought it would be really fun to split this episode in two and hear what else Brett has to say about season 6 and 7. We tried to talk about them in chronological order, but we didn't really.
It's also hard to talk about it in chronological order with someone who doesn't think about the show that way.
Yeah, totally. And he was so fresh on season 7. Like, I feel like he was just like, and another thing, and another thing, and another thing.
And another thing.
And
there were so many things we didn't even get to.
I know.
Because I remember with our Gilmore Galentine this last Saturday, some people were asking us like what Brett thought about Lucy and Olivia because they came up during the event as they do. And we didn't ask him. Even though you said he was like not a fan.
Oh, he was like big eye roll over Lucy. He was like, I can't stand this girl. But on that note, if you do want to watch a Gilmore Galentine, if you weren't able to come last Saturday when we had our event on Valentine's Day, you can still rewatch and replay the event like we've done in years past. So you can go to our Patreon.
The silliness.
Yeah, the silliness. We'll drop it in our show notes too, but it's available to still get a ticket, still replay the event. We had a lot of fun. It was really silly.
Yeah. And if you did have a ticket and you didn't attend, you can just go back to where you purchased your ticket and watch it. We had too much fun. There was
Haley
a
laughed
portion of the
so hard at one point.
There was a portion of this because we played a game we never played before that like involved pulling names out of a little bowl that like I now want to incorporate into every episode we do because I had so much fun. But like silly. It was the kind of laughing where I couldn't breathe anymore. Yeah. Like I was wheezing and because it was so funny.
Was laughing at Haley laughing at everything. It was so funny to watch you react. Yeah. It was great.
Also, looking at it in retrospect, when we were putting the game together, I was doing the putting of the names into the bowl, and I was laughing while I was doing it. And Tara was like, "What are you laughing at?" And I was like, "Oh, just wait. You'll see when we do it." And then when it came time to do it, I was the one who was getting all the things that was making me laugh.
It was really
I got got. Gilmore to get got.
Gilmore to get got is so
I got
the theme of a Gilmore Galentine 2026.
Yeah. So it's like an hour and 45 minutes of us just like having a time.
We had a time. We did. We had a great time. If you guys were there, you know. And if you weren't, you can still watch. You can still enjoy.
You can still watch.
Yeah.
And something you can't join, which feels rude to say, is we did have our in-person a Gilmore Galentine on Friday at the New Romantics bookstore in Orlando. We had so much fun.
It was
like
so
truly
great.
The best time. And we definitely want to do more Gilmore Galentines in person because we just had a great time. It was also super fun because it was like a mix of like y'all who are big listeners, but also people who had never listened before and were just big fans of the New Romantics and saw that they had a Gilmore Girls event and were like sold, done, bought it, like they're so down. And now they're our besties. Loved them. We had such a fantastic time.
I know. It was really, really cool.
It was fun to like reintroduce the podcast to new people and us just wanting to find more and more people to bring into our little, as Amanda Montell decided, our Gilmore Girls cult.
Yeah, she's the one that decided.
She did. We decided
she chose this life for us.
Yeah. She did choose this life for us. But yeah, it was so much fun. And we're so grateful for the New Romantics in Orlando. If you're a romance girly and you're nearby, near Winter Park, go shop there.
Yeah, it was so much fun. Shout out to the New Romantics. They did such a great job. And shout out to Haley's family, her mom, her sister-in-law Mandy. They all just absolutely killed it. Yeah, seriously. It was truly
the
Friday
gals
night
showed up for
girl
Galentines.
Dinner. They did.
Yeah.
They put the gal in Galentines. It was a lot of fun.
For sure did.
And I just love the concept of like Friday night girl dinner. We had a dirty soda bar. We had charcuterie. Dirty. We had a charcuterie, like a whole charcuterie table with little desserts, little mini cupcakes. It was perfect. And then you and I just like ate the leftover charcuterie for the days following.
Yeah, like every meal after that was charcuterie.
Every meal after that was girl dinner, which I love. I love. So yeah, it was a lot of fun. I can't wait to do it again, whether that's for Valentine's Day or other, just like Friday night girl dinners.
Events.
Yeah, other events.
Yeah.
So it was a lot of fun. Speaking of, I really wish that I could have brought Brett to that. I think he would have had a really good time. Maybe I'll see if he can come to another one.
Yes, because Brett like definitely would be one of the girls in that scenario.
Yeah, it would be
like we did have one boyfriend, a supportive, emotional support boyfriend that came. He had a great time. And I just think Brett would be a great emotional support boyfriend.
He really would, and I think that it would be a really fun time to like bring Brett to a Gilmore to Say event and have him get to meet people. Yeah. I just think it would be a lot of fun. But
yeah, our mascot.
Yeah, he is kind of our mascot. But in the meantime, you can enjoy the rest of Brett's thoughts on season 6 and 7. And we talk about it, I think, at the end of this episode, but we really want to bring him back for when he watches Year in the Life. We're going to take some time. We're going to take a moment because I think that that's only appropriate.
As the Gilmores did. The Gilmans did. You know, it was 9 years. I think that he needs 9 months.
Ooh, okay.
I think that we need to give him a solid break, bring him back this fall with his Year in the Life thoughts, with his because he's had some predictions. So I'm very fascinated to see. On that note, there was one question that was asked during Gilmore Galentine that we didn't answer. And that is, are you going to bring Brett along for our Maisel journey? Because on Monday, we mentioned that something marvelous is coming.
Yes, we did.
More to say on that very soon.
Yeah.
But do you think that you'll bring Brett along for our marvelous Mrs. Maisel mayhem?
I think that I should. I think it would be a lot of fun. We watched the first 5 episodes a couple of years ago and he loved it. Loved it. So that actually would be a really fun show to watch together, like amidst this break we're doing with Gilmore Girls, this very intentional break we're taking from watching Gilmore Girls. I'll ask him. I'll see if he's interested because he really enjoyed that show. And
the marvelous Mr. Thiel.
Yeah, he is.
You would have to go back.
We'd have to go back to the
beginning.
Have to go back. Yeah, and just kind of remind ourselves where we've come from. But yeah, it was something he really, really enjoyed, but I think I don't think he wanted to be in both camps. I think he needed to have 10 toes down in one. Now he can be 10 toes down in the other. You have to
be in the early 2000s or in the 1950s from Amy's mind.
It's true.
I think it's true. The crossover might be
a little too.
I don't know. That's what I'm going to do.
I guess it's what, but you know Gilmore Girls so well. It's different.
That's my default base setting. So
yeah.
There will be more information on our Maisel pod, but again, this is on Patreon. Gilmore to Say is not going anywhere.
Yeah.
Gilmore to Say is forever or until you stop listening. Whichever one comes first.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. But in the meantime, let's get into the rest of Brett Thiel's opinions.
Let's talk to Brett. Again.
Staying within season 6 and kind of speaking to characters doing things maybe out of character. Mm-hmm. The Rory and Logan breakup I want to talk about, but before we talk about that, I want to talk about Jess. What a man, what a man.
What a man, what a man, what a mighty good man.
We watched Let Me Hear Your Bell Like Is Ringing Out, which is the episode famously where he says, why did you drop out of Yale 2 days before we got engaged? Yeah. And so a lot of people ended up seeing that reaction because we posted it on Instagram, and you really rode hard for that.
Loved it.
I love that you loved it.
Yeah. How did it feel when you first saw him, when he popped back up on screen? Did you see him in the credits that he was going to be in that app?
No, he didn't. I kept his attention. I was talking to him.
Classic.
And I did it on purpose because I didn't want you to see.
Sneaky mom.
I was like, we were chatting about something and I just kept engaging him in conversation because I didn't want him to see Milo's name come up on the screen.
Yeah.
It was like no notes perfection. Loved it.
Yeah.
Seeing him be there, having that guidepost to shake her out of whatever this weird pit is that she's falling into. And that's, maybe his whole character arc is that it's just reminding Rory who she is. He's here for the girlie.
Do you think he gets to tell Rory who she is?
Do I think that he's has agency to do so?
He hasn't seen her in so long. And he's like, I know you better than anyone. And the last time that he saw her, he was yelling at her to leave Yale with him.
Yeah, that's hyperbolic. I think that there's truth to like, I know the core of you.
Yeah, I know the core of you. I know your hopes and dreams, and this isn't you, which was true.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've been tutored by you.
It's like those moments.
You
It's like,
tutored me.
yeah. It's like, if you could meet you as a
cars
teenager, would you like you?
And sometimes that's okay. I mean, like, teenage me would be like, hey, you're not doing what I expected you to do. And it's like, you got to shed that at some point. Yeah. But at the same time, Rory was...
You didn't think you'd end up engaged to a silly cartoon character?
No. She definitely did.
Oh, okay.
If you showed teenage Tara a picture of teenage Brett and said, this is who you're going to marry, teenage Tara would have walked through life like, you guys don't even know what's coming.
I love that you're showing teenage Tara, teenage Brett. You're not even showing teenage Tara, current Brett.
Oh, I would show teenage Tara, current Brett, and she would be so excited. But it's moreover like career-wise. Like, if I showed my 16-year-old self, like,
you were
hey, this is what you're
random
doing.
Woman you met on the internet.
Yeah. She'd be like, what? You know, like,
so you're in love, or?
The expectations that we
are
have,
legally bound.
That's true. That's why you guys are going to be wearing the same outfits at the wedding.
Yes, the law said so.
But I do think that the expectations we put on ourselves can sometimes be like so high stakes because you're such a dreamer when you're that age. You're like, oh, for me, it was, I'm going to move to New York and I'm going to be on Broadway and I'm going to be, like, people are going to love what I do and I'm going to be the most talented person there ever was.
I would say that was true up until you added that last part.
Yeah.
It's just one of those things, though, where like you put a lot of high expectations on adult you when you're younger. And so I understand the idea of like, sometimes someone comes back who knew you in high school and they were like, oh, but like, what about this? And what about that? And it's like, well, my dreams have shifted. That was not the case for Rory Gilmore.
Right.
Rory Gilmore took what some rich white man said and was like, yeah, you know what? I'm going to go sit in my feelings about this and I'm going to let my feelings dictate how my life plays out and not do what I really want to be doing. And we see that in The Ungraduate. She wants to be at school. She loves school. Logan says as much.
She doesn't know how to get back.
Yeah. Right. So I think that I do agree with you that like he knows the core of her and what she set out to do. And he's looking at her like, what are you doing? And I think that
and she doesn't fight back. She's not like, that's not me anymore.
No,
yeah,
I mean,
she's not like, that's not me anymore.
The scene is great because she's like, yeah, I do not know what I'm doing. I do not know why I dropped out of Yale.
Thank you. What a good question to pose. I am sure.
Yeah.
Let me go find out.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So I think there is some truth to like, I know you. Maybe not I know you better than anyone. I think that that's reserved for Lorelai Gilmore. But Jess was speaking Lorelai's mind in that moment. He was kind of a vessel for what Lorelai couldn't say to her daughter because they weren't on speaking terms.
Yeah.
But I think that it had that come out of her mouth. I know you better than anyone. This isn't you. That is exactly, the sentiment would still be true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know, Jess is like her Jiminy Cricket. Like he
Yes. And we talk about that a lot in why they didn't end up together. Like speaking to kind of like we're meant to be friends.
It's different than Friends.
It's different than Friends. It's not quite Friends.
Yeah. Jiminy and Pinocchio, they weren't friends.
One was a bug. One was a boy who was made of wood.
And they famously can't be friends. There are rules.
Yeah, there are rules.
Play Ariana Grande.
This is how it is.
This is the real world.
I want you to save this metaphor and just hold on to this for when we watch the revival.
I did tell him because, of course, we got to the end of the series and we were talking about the revival. Yeah. And he, of course, has seen Logan's appearance in the revival in the
he's there.
Cover photo.
He's on the cover.
Blue shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he was like, so I know. And I was like, well, all three boys make an appearance. So don't let the cover
dictate where
I will say soulmates aren't always lovers.
Yeah, we always talk about how Jess and Rory are more like twin flames.
Yeah. Your soulmate's not necessarily the person that you fall in love with, I think, but there are people in your life that are just like, I will find you in every lifetime because I need you. I think that that's a perfect place for him to be. And I think that moment is such a powerful one because no one else could have said it like he said it. That would have been effective in that way.
Yeah. And speaking to the fact that like Lorelai could have said those exact same words and the sentiment still be true, I do agree with you that like it hit harder that it was a person who really believed in her, who knew her when her dreams and ambitions were arguably at some of their peak, and is coming back and basically saying like, I'm disappointed in you. Mm-hmm. That's hard. That hits. Because she wasn't listening to anything her mom had to say. She felt like all her mom wanted was just like, well, she's not going to be happy until I'm back in a classroom. And it's like, that's not your mom. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
So to see someone like Jess, who has always put her on a pedestal, and he's coming back and he's like, who are you? Is I think so much more impactful. And that's why I think a lot of people say that he's one of the, if not the only person that could have had that impact, not only on her, but on the audience.
Yeah, I was about to say on the audience. Yeah. But to that effect of like where she's at, living with your grandparents, being in the DAR, no Yale, going back to the very beginning, I know that in the last episode you talked about the Gilmans, the elder Gilmans, you felt they were villainous. How did you feel when they took Rory in and they kind of shifted to being Team Rory and really let Lorelai down?
I didn't like it.
Perfect.
I
Next
didn't.
question.
Didn't appreciate it.
Didn't appreciate it.
Oh my.
Was it that you didn't like it as like it just didn't feel good to watch as an audience member, or you didn't like that they did that to Lorelai?
I didn't like that they did it to Lorelai. It felt duplicitous.
Do you feel like they were choosing Rory over Lorelai?
Yes, it felt like they were choosing Rory over Lorelai. I felt like they were holding Rory over Lorelai. It felt very much like a power play.
And you predicted that also. You said that you predicted that Emily would just eat up the fact that Rory was living at home with her, which she did.
Yeah.
And she lorded it over Lorelai in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
Now, by the end of the series, did you feel as like
passionate about
passionate?
Them being
Thank you.
Yeah.
Did you feel as passionate that they were the villains?
No. Well, they also become, I don't know, a lot less conniving.
After they have their explosion.
After Friday Night Sorry
Friday
for
Night
Fighting.
Yes. Yeah.
Great episode.
Yeah.
That was I don't want to speak for you, but I will say that your reaction to that episode, that was like one of your favorite episodes.
Yeah, because it's like a thing that we've been waiting for so long, right? Is like, these guys just need to fight. Like, these guys just need, like, someone has to hit someone.
Yeah.
or else someone's
Emily
gonna...
Gilmore knock her out.
One of them's gotta die.
Yeah, it's like someone's... Yeah,
punch her
like
in the face.
Like, it's either they're going to hash this out or they're going to burn a house down. Like, something...
Or maybe both.
Something's...
Burn
Yeah,
the
it
house
doesn't have
down,
to be mutually
both.
exclusive.
Make some s'mores.
Yeah. I think that past that moment, their arc becomes a lot less conniving, meddlesome. Emily is still really complicated, and her and Lorelai's relationship the whole time is complicated, all to the very finish. But I get to see where she's coming from. I get to see where she's coming from a lot more in the like back half of that season and into season 7, especially when they're all in the hospital. Her finally having a moment in the hospital to be like, my whole life is taking care of Richard Gilmore. And without that, I don't know what I'm doing.
And I love the moment they have at the end of the series in Bon Voyage when Richard is like, it takes a really remarkable person to inspire all of this. And I think that is a beautiful bookend, considering in the first episode, you're kind of like made to really view Richard as the villain when he's like, so how's the hotel?
Yeah.
And like talking
Easter
about Christopher.
already?
Speaking of which, Christopher called, and Christopher, you must take after him, Rory. And to see like where he lands by the end of the series is very, very spectacular.
I like that they also have in the Gilmore Girls episode, Gilmore Girls Only, you get to see Emily hurt.
Yeah.
On like, I didn't get to be there.
Yeah.
And
fake Mia did.
Yeah, fake Mia did.
But the whole episode was kind of like, and then by the end I was like, so that wasn't the same actress. He was like, I didn't think so.
Yeah.
We haven't watched season 2, of course.
Younger.
Yes. But we haven't watched season 2, of course, in like...
Was the OG a blonde woman?
She had like white hair.
Gray hair. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Elizabeth Franz, she just passed recently.
Yeah. Very recently.
Yeah. Like the last couple months. She was a like very, very renowned theater actor as well.
R.I.P.
I said to Brett, and I've said it on this podcast, I just don't love when they bring characters back that they can't bring the actor back. And it was, I believe, the only time, correct me if I'm wrong, the only time on Gilmore Girls that they did it. Like a major character that they brought back. Yeah. Someone who was as impactful.
Yes. Like someone who had such a speaking role.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I really, really liked that scenario, that episode.
Caesar. They kind of did it with Caesar.
Of them being able to be there and have Emily say thank you and also go through the emotion of like, I wish I could have had this. I wish I,
you
know.
Totally.
I love when we can see like the emotional journey and like the vulnerability of a character, because like we don't really ever see that with Rory. So like when we do get it with a character like Emily or Lorelai, I love it.
I want to circle back to the Bella Lakers conversation with Jess to kind of expand on that into Logan, because I remember us watching that episode and you being like, what is Logan doing? You felt like it was very out of character for Logan to yell at Rory the way that he did, and then subsequently for them to go on the break that they did. And we didn't get to watch the beginning of the episode after she finds out about the bridesmaids, but you also felt kind of questionable about his reasoning for sleeping with all of them.
Yeah, the we were on a break reasoning.
Yep, the Ross and Rachel, we were on a break.
Yeah. We can understand a rebound to a certain extent if you are actually broken up.
So verdict, did you feel like they were broken up?
No, they never said we're broken up.
No, they were broken up because Rory does say to Logan, that they were broken up.
She does say that?
Yeah, just like Gwen and Gavin, when they're standing outside of her door, she says, if you can't handle a relationship, you shouldn't be one, which, by the way, you're not. Like, she acknowledges that they're not together. And like at the call that Honor, it's like, I heard that you guys broke up. It's very odd, and has always been odd to me, that it has gotten to Thanksgiving, and the conversation with Jess happened shortly after her birthday, which is at the beginning of October. So like a month has passed that she has not spoken to this man, and she still thinks that's her boyfriend.
They did not say they were broken up, and that is, always kind of the back and forth within the fandom.
Yes,
but when Honor calls her on Thanksgiving and they have a conversation, that's how Rory finds out that they're broken up. Is because Honor's like, Logan told me that you guys broke up, and she was like, oh. So by the time she finds out, and by the time that Logan comes back into her life, she acknowledges like, we're broken up, which you kind of did to me via your sister. Fuck you.
Yeah.
But you're right. They did not say we are broken up, but also
they didn't say it to each other.
The
circumstances of it were like, it was communicated to both of them at some point that like, we're not together.
They were not on the same page of,
and
like,
neither
what
of
that meant.
them. No, neither of them made the initiative to reach out to the other.
Right.
And there's no possessive way, except in Rory Gilmore's mind, that you can be like, okay, I haven't spoken to this person in 4 to 6 weeks. We're just chilling. We're fine. That's okay.
Like, if it was like, hey, I had sex with somebody while we were gone, because we were broken up and I had a rebound. But the fact that it's like, I had sex with 7 people and all of them.
And I just literally let you walk into a wedding with all of them.
That's the thing we don't like. Is like, even if he didn't know she was going to be in that room with all of them, all the girlies that, except for his sister, obviously, everyone in that room, except for that one girl who was on vacation, probably would have still made the lineup, but like at some point she was going to be with all of them, and he knows that they're horrible. Maybe not. Maybe Logan painted them out to be worse than they are. Maybe they did her a favor. That was really rude the way they went about that, but he knew that she was going to be with them.
And no one wants to find
no one wants to be like, hey girl, so
no one wants to find out like that.
No one wants to. He let her kind of walk into the lion's den. Maybe he didn't know she was going to be in a room with all of them, because he does leave with the groomsmen and she's about to go somewhere else, and then Honor finds her. But regardless,
even if you don't think that you know that she's going to be
at the wedding,
general
room.
Yes,
and you're going to be next to her all night, making sure she doesn't talk to a single one of those girls, and then none of them bring it up to her, because they're all fine women, very respectful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
None of whom are wasted.
Yeah.
Totally agree.
Come on, Logan. Yucca loser.
No, I'm with you.
Yeah. I mean, like,
but you felt like his excuse was really lame.
I do.
Yeah.
I do. He's also like, do you guys ever talk about the alcohol thing with him?
Oh, Brett's like, he's a low-key alcoholic.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we've never talked about it, but there's definitely something going on. Right. Something afoot.
Like, there's something with him that goes, for me personally, like a step further than like, I'm a college-age kid and a rich kid and like, you know, I party. It's
like he's dealing with his life in hard ways.
Yeah, there's like almost whenever he has a big thing happen to him, the next scene almost always is like, I'm wasted.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like I had a drink. It's like, I'm wasted. That is troubling to me.
Yeah, as it would be for anyone.
And it doesn't excuse any of his actions. Like, it makes it worse almost, that I'm just like, you don't know how to cope with things.
I think that's kind of the tragedy of Logan, is that his like whole like iconic line is like, it's your choice, Ace. And then like he doesn't have enough of a backbone to ever actually make a choice in his life, except for bad coping mechanisms that he like learned from his toxic family. And so that's kind of
it's sad. It's one of those like, okay, cool. Logan ends up being a good partner in season 7.
He also had his moments.
He had his moments, but you know, like, does a lot of things right and then falls back into a lot of things
wrong too. Yeah,
a ton of I mean, that's relationships.
My
though,
gosh,
right? Like
the shoes on the bed, the stumbling in at home.
Oh,
make me a
shoes
sandwich
on the bed. I told Tara, I was watching that episode on my own, and I said, if I came home at 3 a.m, wasted, made you make me half a sandwich, decided
that I didn't eat,
don't want it, and then got into bed with my shoes on, I would wake up.
And your outside clothes?
I would wake up on fire.
Yes.
Yeah.
I would wake up aflame.
Yeah.
Yes.
That is
what Tara
wild.
Didn't set the fire. It just was spontaneous.
Yeah. God set you on fire.
Yeah, honestly. Yeah.
She is innocent.
Yeah.
It just happened.
I'm innocent. You would wake up on fire and all of our stuff would already be in a moving truck.
Yeah. He's alone in the apartment on fire. No shoes.
It's powerful imagery.
But yeah, no, it's like, it's crazy. It's truly crazy the way he behaves for a second, and then he kind of redeems himself.
I mean, look, sort of to the extent where we're none of us are single parents. None of us also have ever lost $3 million.
That's fair.
Okay, you don't actually know anything about my life, Brett.
That's actually really fair. You know what?
Wait, can I?
You don't know me.
I'm going to speak for me.
You speak for yourself. I have it. I just misplaced it.
Yeah.
But
it's in my other
that's
pants.
better.
Yeah.
It's just lost. No, so something that we talked about a lot in season 7 as we made our way through is like, as you know, as you've heard, I'm ride or die Logan. Like 15-year-old me could not hear a thing against him. But as season 7 progressed, which like notably for me was like when things got better in my mind. Mm-hmm. But like, I think it's one of Logan's worst seasons. Like as we coined the phrase, he's a yucca loser. He's a yucca loser throughout most of it, because he just like, the whole idea is that he redeems himself by leaving his father's company. And she's like, wow, I'm so proud of you. You lost the company $3 million and then walked out on it and said, bye.
Clam
and we're supposed to be proud of you for having done that.
Right.
Like,
well, but it's also confusing because he says it's not his father's money. He says it's his own money.
He puts his own money in there.
So it's like also
he
kind of
$3 million of his own money, but then I guess afterwards it's also some of the company. Like there's, this is a large investment.
There's investors because he lost the hot dog cart guy's money, but like
that hot dog
it's who doesn't love a hot dog? A lot of people, actually. But anyway, we're not here to talk about hot dogs.
Yeah.
As it turned out. This far into the episode.
Talking about hot dogs.
It's getting real silly.
Yeah. That's going to be next
Put the
step.
drink down.
Yeah.
Okay.
Next time, it's all hot dogs.
Next time here on Gilmore to Say.
Yeah.
Gilmore to hot dog.
Gilmore to hot dog.
Hot dog to say? Anyway, where was I? Logan. Was that what I was talking about?
Yes, you were talking about that.
There's no consistency in how this deal was made.
Yes.
Tara's heard this. We've walked through this before of like, we don't really understand what the deal was, other than his business partner friend calls and makes this ominous call on his birthday, like it's gone.
Yeah,
we're done.
It's gone.
It happened, and Brett was
over.
He hung up the phone, and Brett was like, all right, well, fuck me, I guess.
Happy birthday, my dude.
Yeah.
What did I just watch?
Right,
and then he walks out on the responsibility.
Yeah.
And we're like, okay, so that's what we expected from you, because you don't have a backbone.
Yeah.
Like, we saw
it. Yucko loser behavior.
Go loser. We saw it when we watched Partings. Okay. Is like, he can't be like, yeah, I'm not going to go. He has to ask her to tell him not to go.
Yeah.
And she says she can't do it, so he says, okay, I guess I'll go.
I guess I'll go, since you're not going to tell me not to go.
Yucko loser.
Now that we've made our way into season 7, I want to talk a little bit about Chris and Lorelai. How did you feel about them exploring their relationship?
Famously bad.
Yeah. I get that. But also there were moments where we were like, all right, it makes sense.
I mean, once we're past the how it started.
Yeah, how it started was pretty bleak.
Like, once we're past that, then it's like, yeah, sure.
There was one episode where I liked it, when they were at Yale, Parents' Weekend.
The Go Bulldogs episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, they're kindred spirits.
They've known each other a really
long time. Things that are good are not always right.
Do you think it was good?
I think there was good. I think that it's good that they explored it.
Good they explored it because it was bad?
Yeah.
Because it wasn't right.
Because it would have always been there. No matter who she ended up with forever, like, as long as you have a daughter and you're both alive, there's always going to be that question.
Like, Christopher's always lingering in the background,
right?
And they put that to rest, yeah.
So I hate how it started so much. I'm happy.
How did you feel when Luke drove his car to
and did
Chris's
assault
apartment? And he
assaulted a wealthy.
He seasoned a wealthy man.
Yeah. That was great.
To that end,
well earned.
Let's talk about Merry Fisticuffs.
Well, how'd you feel about Paris? We'll always have Paris, unfortunately.
Oh, when they get married. Wait, so they go to Paris.
Yeah.
And Brett kind of called, like, I want to marry you. Like, he's going to propose to her, kind of a thing. They get home, and Christopher's like, welcome home, Mrs. Hayden. He's like, she caved. And, like, we're about to press play on the next episode. And I was like, yeah, I mean, like, I can't, like, can you believe that they got married without Rory? He was like, wait, they got married? They got married? And I was like, yes, they got married. Not engaged. They got married. And it took Brett like a second to be like, what?
Yeah.
Marriage.
Marriage.
Yeah.
That was too much.
Talk about something you weren't expecting.
Yeah, I was not expecting that. It was it was cute up until that point.
Oh.
I like their relationship was kind of like in a place where I was like, okay, it's kind of cute. Like
this wonderful, marvelous date where they are in the car. Yeah.
Like you get to see, they're in Paris and it's like, oh, I just want a cheeseburger and
vibe.
It's flirty. Yeah. And then the tables sort of turn of like, let's get married right now, and Lorelai's the one that has to kind of pump the brakes, and then caves and does it, and Rory's not there, and
it's just insane.
Yeah, that was immediately right back to like, oh, this is bad. This is not good. This is not a good thing.
Yeah, and then they both see each other across the town in the town square of Stars Hollow, Connecticut. What do you think was going on in the mind of the writers when they said, you know what, let's just have them wail on each other?
I just wanted to be like, all right, so what do we think the dialogue? What are they going to say? And it's just like, no, they don't say anything.
They just grunt.
It's all italicized. Like, it's not like it's just action. It's just exterior night.
Punch.
A fight ensues.
Pow.
Yeah.
The choreography. It's like
those men cannot take a direction.
The worst production of West Side Story I've ever seen. It's just so like a high school play fight scene where it's like,
and like the way he like dodges it, he like ducks.
Yeah, like
swings over his head.
Clearly see like make eye contact before you swing, like you can just see them working with the fight choreographer there.
Well, they spent too much money on the Diane von Furstenberg wrap dresses.
Yeah, I guess
a fight
so.
choreographer.
Yeah.
So
They have
just
a whole scene where no one says anything, and it's just fisticuffs.
And it goes on for a
long time.
for too long.
It goes on for, there's several like moments of like, and now we're circling each other again, and then
There were so many opportunities to end it,
yeah, and they just wouldn't.
and
And
they just
I
decided not to.
am so grateful that they didn't. It was.
I have to tell you, I filmed the screen while it was going on with just your reaction in the background to send to Haley.
Oh, hilarious.
Yeah.
So she was like, wow.
Standing in line at Disneyland.
Oh, yeah.
Full
no,
volume, listening to you.
I was cackling. I was cackling.
He was like, what did we just watch?
Yeah,
What
it
is
was-
this?
I love when you said, and now kiss. And I was like, that's the vibe.
Yeah. It was,
Are you
it
going to
is-
punch him or are you going to kiss?
It is really romantic in a way.
It is, yeah.
And then I told you I showed him the edit that you made of Rachel McAdams and Ryan Gosling.
Oh, it's so beautiful.
Yeah, I can't actually like remember what that scene sounds like because Maroon 5 plays over it in my mind. And then when I go back, I'm like, oh, nothing.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
just
no, it is
silence
just
and
That
a
was
little
really
bit of
easy to
jingle
edit
bells.
because there's no sound.
And also, like, Chris has never fought anybody.
a day in his
No.
life.
No part of me thinks that fight would last that long at all.
Yeah.
Especially
Snap
like,
him like a twig.
yeah, like you already know how hard this Luke hits.
Oh yeah.
You've already been hit in the face by this man.
Yep.
I feel like there's like that very in character pride thing of Chris to be like, he did punch me, but I wasn't ready. I can take him.
Yeah. I got this.
And then he can't take him.
And it could have been an awesome scene.
I don't think there was a world in which it could have been.
Haley, I don't think so.
Like what? I need.
I don't know what they would have said. Maybe you're right. But like, I would have liked
like,
to see
set
an
up the
attempt.
scene.
Well,
Is
the
it the
same
same
setup.
scene?
The same
But
setup.
just better.
Just like, but they say words at each other.
They say words. Maybe they
Yeah.
got different actors to do it.
Maybe.
It was not good with the actors they had. Just bring in like Brad Pitt. You know that's an actor.
Yeah, that is an actor.
I just watched
Um,
F1.
name
so
another one.
on the mind.
Ooh,
Harrison
yeah, fun
Ford.
game. What a scene.
Ford
On the
v.
plane
Brad
back
Pitt.
What a scene.
wait. On the plane back from California, I watched F1 and then I watched Indiana Jones. So
Oh, sure. We
Yeah.
get it. We know
so
where you're
it was
coming
like
from now.
yeah, it was right. I want the character from F1 that Brad Pitt plays to fight Indiana Jones. in
He is
town
the
of Stars
giant
Hollow.
boulder. That's
Yes.
just
Mm.
Taylor sets it off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just barreling towards Harrison Ford. I love
That
it.
would have
I
made
love
it
to
good.
see it.
Yeah.
Okay, this was a fun question that one of our besties submitted. Savannah wants to know, what would you want in your welcome wagon from your fave, Miss Patty?
Oh.
I thought the welcome
Yeah.
wagon was a really cute idea. Like,
I thought so too.
you're new
And
in
like,
town, so here's your welcome wagon.
Yeah.
and you get insulted by it, like if it's not very good.
Ooh.
That's so Stars Hollow.
I would want 2 bags of Luke's coffee.
Okay. Love.
Folgers, great.
Yeah, give me some Folgers. Famously. Are these like are things? Yeah, or I'm picking things that are like they would be in the town.
I think so. Yeah.
Right.
Town things or just like anything. Maybe
Yeah.
from
I
the
mean, like if
house.
it's just like a personal welcome wagon, then it's just like fill up a wagon with some bourbon and let me go home.
But I think like
Or
a gift certificate to Miss
Patty
Patty
in the
School of
wagon.
Dance.
Yeah,
Or Patty in the
Oh,
wagon.
A Patty wagon.
Patty wagon.
Just like grab a bottle, lady. We're
Wait,
going.
why didn't they call it a patty wagon?
I don't know. It was
No.
right
Missed
It was
opportunity.
Right there. Such a missed opportunity.
there. Yeah, tickets to
The next showing of a film by Kirk.
Oh, I would be at a film. But
Walk on Roll, film by Kirk 3.
That is probably my number one favorite thing.
It's a film by Kirk.
It's the hardest that I laughed at the show when it wanted me to.
Yeah.
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 Oh,
That's
that's
fair.
interesting.
I think like that is like the funniest thing that I think happened on the whole show.
The funniest, the hardest you laughed at the show when it didn't want you to was when Lane had that suitcase at the beginning of season 2.
That was bizarre,
And perfect.
and nothing else like it happened ever again.
Ever again.
Maybe the world's largest pizza, but that was intentional.
No,
Wasn't even
yeah,
the world's
it was
largest.
because like that wasn't a gag. That was
Yeah,
like
that's fair.
like a thing that they meant to do. The like, like
Mrs. Kim went out and bought that. He's unwell. He's overcome.
Like small house suitcase.
I want to know who made that suitcase, because Props did a fantastic job.
Patagonia.
Patagonia.
Yeah.
Shout out to Props and Patagonia.
I want that suitcase. Yeah, if I could buy one.
Your welcome wagon is the suitcase.
The suitcase.
Yeah, it is
Miss
the
Patty
suitcase
inside. She
with Miss
opens it
Patty
up.
Inside. Period.
We got magic to do.
Yeah. Pulled by a yummy bartender.
I was just about to bring up the yummy bartenders. Yeah.
Wait, y'all
Brett
are having
really
yummy
loved.
bartenders at your wedding, right?
Brett really loved them, so we're going to consider it.
Yeah.
We're going to
Gorgeous.
But not too yummy.
Yeah, not too yummy.
Yeah.
It can't be too yummy.
Yeah.
You know what happens when
Yeah.
that gets out of hand.
What happens?
People get really insecure.
Sin.
They fire all the yummy bartenders.
Yeah.
And they send them all home because they were too yummy.
Yeah.
Okay. Kind of a more general question. Julia asked, who do you think had the best character growth? Now that you've watched the entire series, who had the best character growth on the show?
It's between Luke and Rory,
Ooh.
I think.
Interesting.
Growing up or down?
I think that by the end of the series, in like literally the last 2 episodes,
Fresh in your mind. That's
yeah,
fascinating.
that like you finally, like, Rory really does the thing that I wanted her to do the whole time, right? Like, is like, okay, that's a human.
Reject
like,
the man.
make your life about you. And there's like this moment where she gets a job at the Providence,
Projo.
yeah, at the Projo, and Lorelai's like, yeah, because you're interesting. Like, you got the interview went well because you are smart and you were just yourself. And all of that snowballs into her finally like walking away as like what I feel like is, okay, you're not done, but like an actual human being, like a completed human being.
Yeah.
She has actually sort of finished the tutorial stage, and I believe what people say about her now. I believe that she is a realized version of what like the town always like built her up to kind of be. I don't think that she, in her actions in the series, like does the thing, like lives up to that sort of hype. And then I believe that as she goes out past, season 7, episode 22, that she like is that person now.
Like in the revival, she's that person now.
Sure. Yeah.
It's like a prediction you might make for the revival.
Yeah. And then the way that Luke evolves from the very beginning of that guy that is stuck, that is like a stuck person inside of that town, pining over that, the
woman who comes into work.
The woman who comes into work. And then the way that he is sort of, his mind is sort of expanded to like, life is bigger than this. And I want, period. Like, I am selling that boat and I'm getting my own boat and I'm making my own life. And I don't have a prediction for him beyond, but like, I still kind of hope he gets out. Like, there was a moment where I thought that when April couldn't go on the trip, that I thought that maybe the end of the series was going to be that he and Lorelai get on the boat and they go. Because like Rory gets the job and she leaves. I thought that it was going to be like, okay, you know what? You and I,
we're getting out of here.
Let's get out of here. Let's go do something.
We haven't talked for like a whole season, but let's go get on a boat.
Yeah. That's like, maybe a couple months out, like post finale episode.
Yeah. They're making plans. They're scheming for a boat trip.
I was also trying to like time out where time is really weird in
doesn't really exist in the same way that it exists in our world.
Yeah, because like Lane gets pregnant and then like 3 months later is like in her 3rd trimester. And so I was trying to time out like, are we in June? Like, is there going to be a thing where it's like, hey, the date that we were supposed to get married is actually like, it's here now, a surprise, and like we're going to do
wedding?
it. Yeah. I thought that maybe there was gonna, is it June 3rd? Yeah. I thought that maybe that was gonna be a thing, but I think that to circle back to what the question was, is that I really think that Luke is now, like, they're now actually ready for each other, and more importantly for me, like Luke is actually like Rory, like has wants and is going to do bigger things for himself. Maybe
like
in the
maybe
same,
he's like unstuck in the same spot.
Yeah, everything's different, nothing's changed sort of situation.
Yeah, I get that. Well, on that topic of predictions
for the revival,
we're going to take some time. Brett's going to come back and watch the revival.
You will take time, but 9 years pass. And I think I was telling Tara, 9 years.
Yeah.
I think that's really good for you to not have just jumped from season 7, episode 22 to 9 years in the future, immediately.
Yeah.
Because some of us had to wait 9 years, and I think you should have to at least wait 9 days. I think that there's an enjoyment factor,
a refractory period.
Yeah, you kind of have to do your time,
I think it's good to take some space, because I think if you jump straight from the end of season 7 into this just time warp of oh fuck, it's 2016,
so old?
2007 to 2016.
Why is everyone so old?
Barack Obama literally has an entire presidential two terms as president. And then the revival of Gilmore Girls happens.
Yeah, I mean, do we, you guys know. I guess I assume, just historically, Rory mentions before she leaves, if he does well, then, whatever. He famously does well.
Well, you
Barack
also
Obama.
have to remember who wrote season 7 and who didn't, and who writes the revival and who doesn't.
Because I think I mentioned to you that Amy didn't watch season 7. She did have writers on set, super fans on set, who kind of updated her on where everybody landed.
But there was a lot of forgotten plot lines. Lauren Graham didn't even remember that she had married Christopher, that Lorelai had married Chris.
Oh. Yeah, there were things that they were oh, that happened? All right.
Sure.
Yeah. Because I'm sure for a lot of them, season 7 felt like a fever dream in the same way that the audience felt that way too. Because it was Amy's not here. It's kind of weird. We're trying to figure this out and trying to make it work, but
it's hard to predict. It's hard to predict at this point, right? Because of everything that you just mentioned, and the time, the time lapse. So Rory does the first part of her career. 9 years is a pretty significant. So now she's
32.
I guess 30. Yeah, 31 going on 32.
Which is unintentionally full circle, because Lorelai started the series at 32, but they never thought that they would have that moment.
But it is very poetic that we return to Stars Hollow when Rory is the age the audience met Lorelai at.
Yeah. I mean, we know that Logan is there. I don't know if it's
Maybe.
that. I don't know if it's he's on the cover.
So he's there in her
I know
life
he's in the
capacity.
show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're trying to figure out what
just
his
going
relationship
off of that,
is.
Yeah. Or is it are they, is it a, hey, look, we've gone and you've done the thing and you've been a journalist and you met Barack Obama and you did.
Do you think Barack Obama is in the revival?
I am holding judgment. I think that they're going to change the history. I think Barack Obama loses the second term. Richard ends up being president of the United States.
Hasn't he been?
He has.
Ed Herman
quite a few times.
Yeah. I would love to see. I mean, now that you've told me that all three, where the fuck, where has Dean been?
So Brett was well, Logan, blah blah blah, is in the revival. I said, well, I'm going to tell you, all 3 boys are in the revival, so don't make any assumptions.
You kind of have to recognize a lot of it is fan service.
Sure,
I told him that too.
100%.
Yeah, if Jared Padalecki didn't come back,
I said they brought back as many people as they could.
Middletown wrestling match rematch, but it's the 3 boys. No lines,
just grunting,
just a steel cage.
It's
and
not
no
Brad
shirts.
Pitt and Harrison.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
It's all 3 of them.
Shirts.
Did you say no shirts?
Yeah, no shirts. They're all.
It should be the mud wrestling from season 4.
Yes, exactly. They're vying for Rory's, I don't know, ever-loving affection.
Do you think there will be a new boy introduced for Rory?
I don't think there's time for that.
Okay.
There's 4 of them, and they're an hour and 20 minutes, hour and a half.
Yeah, it's 4 90-minute mini movies.
Oh.
Yeah.
Each of them takes place.
Each of them
is a season.
Winter, spring, summer, fall. It's
It's
called
a year in the life.
All you gotta do is call.
Yeah,
that's what it's based off of. Yeah.
It's so hard to say. I think that Luke and Lorelai are still together. I think that there will be trouble. Maybe there's trouble in paradise. Maybe they have a baby. April, I guess April would make an appearance at some point. She's in college. No, 9 years?
Yeah, she'd be in college.
She'd be in college.
You think she went to college? Think she dropped out of college?
She went to college. She's a nerd.
Science Rory?
Yeah, science Rory goes to college for sure.
That's a children's
We
book.
haven't talked about Paris Geller at all.
Oh my God, we haven't talked about Paris Geller at all.
And her hidey hole from season 6.
Her hidey hole.
She has quite a journey. Talk about character growth.
I just want to say I love, and this one I fucking appreciate that they gave her the getting into Harvard.
Yeah.
I was emotional while we watched that last
Yeah,
night.
her getting the acceptance letters and that arc is so
Excellent.
Her and Doyle.
Yeah, her and Doyle, the
excitement dwindling.
Oh God, it's so great, and she is so great. I can't think of that actress's name.
Liza Weil.
Liza
Weil.
Yeah.
If you're out there, if you're listening to this,
She does.
We love you.
God, you really did it.
If you did, come on down.
The excitement of getting into all the schools, and then her going to the couch and
just putting her face in the pillow. Brett was dying. He was like, of course this is her. Yeah.
She's so great.
Yeah.
I like that. The way that they tie up her storyline is so perfect.
Lovely. Yeah.
I really, 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 really liked that. So I don't know if she has to show up. She's got to be around somewhere.
What do you think she's doing?
She went to medical school. Okay, here's a big swing.
Oh.
All right.
He just swung
Here we
the
go.
mic, if you're not on YouTube.
Paris delivers Rory's baby.
Whoa.
Oh. Wait, where's Rory's baby come from?
Someone.
Is this a Jesus thing?
Maybe. Is this a Jesus thing? Well, wait a second.
Hold on. Is this a Jesus thing?
Yeah, look, I don't know. Sometimes people just got a baby. I don't...
Why did my Southern grandma meet Long Island movie critic?
What is this, a Jesus thing?
Was this a Jesus thing?
That would be interesting. That'd be an interesting route for that to take. Rory picks
A religious commentary. All
Yeah.
of a sudden.
it's a Jesus. It's all a metaphor for the Immaculate Conception.
They were calling her Mary at the beginning of the series, so we've really come full circle.
Mary. Yeah, Rory's got. I mean, I guess Rory's gonna get married. I could totally see it being it would be a very full circle if, by the end, Rory is pregnant, she has her own baby, and
Wait, back up. So, in this year, Rory gets married, and she gets pregnant, and she
maybe
has
not
the
both.
baby.
She could get pregnant
Okay.
and not be married.
Okay, no.
Pregnancy, a new baby makes sense.
Okay,
New
so
baby makes sense.
She's maybe married, maybe not married.
Yeah.
Pregnant at some point during the year enough that by the end of the revival, she gives birth at the Paris Geller
Medical center.
Yeah,
medical
at
center.
The Paris Geller medical wing.
Okay.
That would be fun.
The Paris Geller Women's
That's
Center.
something. Yeah, that's something that I could see happening.
I like that swing. That was a good swing.
Yeah, that's a good swing.
9 years.
Is it a miss? We'll have to find out.
We'll have to find out. 9 years later, the elder Gilmans are old. That's old. They're in their I don't know. They're in their 70s.
Yeah, they were in
their
late 50s, early 60s in the.
Yeah, they're definitely in their 70s and up.
Yeah.
Okay, so they're old. Emily's famously got to be there.
Does she have to be?
No, I guess not. But come on, you can't you can't do it. If you're telling me that this is a fan service thing, we're not gonna have Emily quips. We gotta have Emily quips.
Yeah, it's true.
I'm not saying yes and I'm not saying no.
I need a I gotta sell my t-shirts with an Emily quip, and I got it on the mug, and there's Emily quips. I'm saying it. Emily's alive.
Emily's there.
Okay.
Don't take
Great.
Emily from me.
I didn't.
Don't take her from me.
I didn't do anything.
This was almost 10 years ago.
Coming from they both die in a car wreck guy.
Yeah. One of them's gotta
they
die.
both. I thought it was
Yeah.
just one. Okay.
Well, yeah, I guess one of them.
So no car wrecks.
No car wrecks. I don't even know what it could be about. It's just, we're going back there.
Well, what is the show about? Nothing. It's just about them.
Sure. Famously, this show in Seinfeld. Yeah. Who else? Oh, Suki and Jackson. Does he get the vasectomy? Do they have 5 kids? Do they have 6 kids? And we're just that makes sense. They've got teenagers almost. No, they've got
Yes, no, they do.
Preteens? Yeah.
Like
Preteens.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then
Like a
Lane.
12-year-old.
Lane and Zach.
Lane has twins because they have to cast twins. Are there any famous twins that
I don't know, but they're probably like 9 or 10 years old. So
and there's 3 of them now, right? There's it's a girl. It's a girl?
What?
Who's a girl?
Suki's third kid?
Oh, you're talking about Suki.
Oh,
yeah. I was
okay.
like, wait,
Yeah.
Lane? No, they're twins or 2.
Oh, sorry, I jumped.
And you said there's 3 of them, and she's a girl?
Yeah.
I was like,
Which one? You know?
Suki now has 3 kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
But again, season 7.
Yeah, I think 9 years later, maybe they had 2 more. Maybe
Some of these things that feel like they should be softball predictions are just absolute curveballs that you never expect because season 7 may or may not exist sometimes.
Right.
Depending on the storyline.
Sure.
Because I will say that that's the one thing that I found to be very confusing about the revival is that sometimes season 7 picks up and sometimes it doesn't.
Copy.
Depending
Sometimes
on the
it's just
storyline.
so I guess I'm like am I taking my life to like season 6 and where we ended?
Sometimes.
I don't know. Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah.
Sometimes I run.
Sometimes I was just singing that the other day.
That's the first song I ever slow danced to.
With who?
With who?
It was at gymnastics camp.
Oh,
With her name was Olivia. Oh,
Olivia.
I couldn't have been more than like 10 or 11. Probably maybe even younger than that, 9, 10.
Gymnastics camp.
It was with a girl named Olivia. The next day, she got a concussion on the uneven bars and had to leave the camp, and that's the last time I ever saw her.
And then I knew it was my chance.
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah.
made
So
that sound like
Olivia,
they
if
were
you're out
connected.
there,
I hope
we'll always have Woodward.
And I hope you're okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope you're all good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seems like a traumatizing time for Olivia.
Yeah,
Yeah,
poor Olivia.
she had a tough
She had a tough go.
We had a really
Sometimes
which also
I
is
fall.
looking back like it's not slow enough. It's kind of more of an up-tempo ballad.
It is.
So it was kind of like a penguin walk.
Oh, cute.
Yeah, it was very
Throw
fun.
your
Shout out
hands
to
up.
Olivia at Woodward Camp in
Yeah.
Pennsylvania.
Hope you're doing well.
Hope you're doing well, kid.
Yeah.
Hope your head's good.
Oh my God, if Olivia is actually a listener of this podcast, I'm going to die.
I need her to.
I hope she
I
is.
actually,
That'd be fun.
yeah.
Yeah, there's so many things. Like that's such an amount of time, 9 years.
I know. And there's so many
Yeah.
characters. I mean, when you think about how rich the story is that they built, the town,
Yeah.
Patty, because like we're only talking about the main characters. We've got Patty, we've got Bebet,
Right.
we've got Kirk, the town,
Taylor.
Taylor. It's like, there's so much to unpack. I think overall, I'd love to know what kind of story you would like to see in the revival.
I would like to see them up to what made the show great in maybe like the let's call it the apex, the like season 4, season 5 area.
Okay. Where like the
that-
drama's really balancing the community.
Yeah, I like we got to get some townies in there. There's got to be like Rory is maybe the new Lorelai, Pink is the new Black sort of moment where like Rory can kind of now take the center stage of
Okay.
who are you, what are you doing? I want to see what's up with Lorelai and Luke. I hope that they're good. I hope that things are fine. Like if they're still together and it's 9 years past, like I would really hate for it to be like, was this wrong the whole time? Like, like I just don't need that. Like, like let them be. We've put Lorelai through enough romantically.
Yeah.
So like if something is going on with her, maybe it's with the inn, maybe it's maybe she's selling the inn, maybe she leaves, maybe it's time to go. I don't know.
Maybe
this
they're
is
getting out.
Maybe we're leaving Stars Hollow. I don't know.
That would be, I feel like, very poignant to like
Yeah.
end it with leaving.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Is there anything that you know about it for sure, other than Logan is wearing a blue shirt in that one photo?
I think I know that the actor that plays Richard Herman,
Ed Herman.
Ed Herman is dead before. I think he dies before they film the show. I feel like Richard isn't there. Didn't he die? Didn't Ed Herman die?
Ed Herman did die. Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
He has passed.
He has passed.
Whether he did so before or after the revival,
then I don't know.
I don't want to tell you.
Sure, that's fine. So really, I don't know anything.
Right.
That's amazing.
That's kind of great.
I have one spoiler, I think.
What is it?
Okay.
That was something that I already suspected, but that we do find out that Michelle is gay.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Okay. And there's nothing made of it. He just immediately is just talking about a man.
He doesn't end up with Taylor Ducey, which was another one of my predictions.
I said a man. I just said a man.
Okay, yeah,
I didn't say who it was.
Yeah, we talked about a spinoff.
We did.
What's spinning off?
We talked about a spinoff. I think we cut it from the episode just for time, but we had talked about a spinoff of Michelle and Taylor kind of running off together.
Did we in the last step?
Yeah, living as the
was it all
as
of
the
us
odd
talked
couple?
about that,
sort of
or
an
did
odd.
you?
No, you were there.
Oh, I think you were there. Maybe it was just
not.
the two of us
know.
actually.
But yeah, that was one.
I don't know. Actually, to be fair, I've said a lot since last February.
Famously.
So
I want to end this episode with a little fun fact that will bring you into the revival. In that, and I may have told you this before, so I'm sorry if I'm repeating myself, but Amy always planned to end the series with this, what we call the final 4 words. There were 4 words she knew that she wanted to end the series with when she started writing it, and we get those in the revival. Do you have a prediction for what those 4 words might be?
Ooh.
Fuck around, find out.
Oh. It's not any of them. No.
What those 4? Okay, it's 4. She wanted to say 4 words.
4 words were said.
4 words were said at the end of the series.
Or the revival. And I don't know if it was from the very beginning that she knew them.
But somewhere along the way when she realized how she wanted to end the show, there were 4 words that she kept very close to the vest.
Please go watch Bunheads.
Yeah. How did you know?
I don't know. I can't.
All right, that's okay. You can marinate on it a little bit.
And then there's
That's 3.
Well, that ends.
Blackout.
You're a mommy, Rory. So one of those has to stick.
One of them has to be there.
Yeah.
All's well that ends.
Blackout.
You're a mommy, Rory.
You're a mommy, Rory.
What was the first one? Fuck around, find out.
Fuck around, find out. Credits.
All right, great.
One of them has to be there.
Yeah, I feel confident.
I think, yeah, it's got to be one of those.
Do you think you're going to like it?
I do think I'm going to like it. I like these people.
Yeah.
I've spent a lot of time with these people.
Oh, we know.
And I don't expect it to be, I expect it to be like any, Netflix revival of a thing that existed 20 years ago.
Yeah.
For sure. I do think that in terms of revivals, this one has a lot more thought put into it. There's thought. They thought about it.
I'll say this as well. Post Gilmore Girls, she does Maisel. I mean, I know I made a joke about it, but she does Bunheads, right?
Yeah.
She does Bunheads.
She does, there's another.
The newer one is Etoile.
Right.
But that was
Maisel came out the year after the
revival. The order was Gilmore Girls, then Bunheads, then Revival, then Maisel.
Oh.
Is the Return of Jezebel James not before Bunheads?
The Return of Jezebel James was before Bunheads.
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought the revival was more recent than that.
No, 2016.
So 2016.
Wow,
and then
okay.
2017 was Maisel.
Okay.
But it's real fast. So
they come out back to back.
It was November 2016 and then
Maisel
March
was
2017.
Then I'll get to my point, which was that I'm excited to see having some space from that show and being able to come back to it. Even though she already had an idea of how she wanted to end it from the very beginning, but having the space as an artist, as a human being, to then come back to these familiar folks is something that's really, really interesting. So I'm excited to see what she does with these old friends who are in new places in their life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just a special thing all around.
Yeah. And like, regardless of how anyone feels about it, like when I sat down those 9 years later to see my friends again, I was so overwhelmed. Like I couldn't even really like process the plot that was happening because
it was a very emotional experience.
Yeah. This was my life for so long.
It still
is.
And
I guess it's good. It's like why I want to take some space before I watch it so that I can miss them a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I kind of want Tara to show you like the reunion that led to
right.
revival. Because there was a reunion at ATX, and it's kind of where the lore of the revival sort of started because Scott Patterson talked about it on Gilmore Guys, then they brought it up at ATX, and it kind of seemed like it was a snowball effect of everyone was together, let's all do this again. And I can't decide if I want you to watch it before or after you watch the revival, because it's not spoilery in any way, but it's like there's hopes and dreams in it that don't manifest.
I was gonna say I kind of want to show him the promo of the revival, like in a couple months, just like show him kind of like the way that we received it, which was like finding out that there was going to be a revival. The promo made me very emotional.
Yes.
I'm like debating on whether or not I should do promo or if we should just like dive into it.
I think you should just dive into it maybe afterwards, because I kind of like, it's kind of remarkable that you have been alive for as long as you have and have not been spoiled on anything. What'd you say?
I don't like your tone.
I don't like your tone when you say I've been alive for as long as I have.
I'm just surprised.
Collecting Social Security.
I think it's remarkable that you've been alive this long.
Yeah.
But without spoilers, it's so rare. Like, I know you're not much of a social media guy, but like talking about Gilmore Girls as much as you do in your home, I imagine it's like trying to serve you spoilers, but it's just
it started
failing.
I mean it maybe started to at one point. I think I got one spoiler through social media the entire time through all 7 seasons,
and
which
it was
is
just
wild.
that Rory was going to Yale.
Yes.
Yeah. And I kind of like don't want you to see anything else.
Yeah.
Because you're going into it completely blind.
That's how I usually.
And I love that.
Yeah.
That's rare and beautiful, and we need we need you to be that person for us.
I'm really excited to go away and come back.
Yeah. Because we'll have to hear your thoughts.
Yeah, I want him to watch it like towards the end of the year, like because it's about to be the 10-year anniversary of the revival, which is crazy. So it's kind of perfect for you to watch it this year.
Yeah,
10 years after we all watched it, and to have you come back and share your thoughts.
Well, I'd be happy.
Took you 10 years to get through it. So
yeah, I know.
But now that you've gotten through it, what is your thoughts on the show? Do you like it?
I really do. I did not expect to like it going in. I expected it to be a really silly thing that I was going to watch for Tara and with Tara. And part of, what makes it special, and maybe I talked about this last time, but part of what makes it special is that I did get to watch it with Tara, and like part of the fun was getting to talk about it in real time while it was happening.
With an expert.
Yeah. And even just as like, with an expert, and also just as like with my best friend, and just like have you experience it in a new way, because
for sure. Watching it with him, I definitely like caught a lot of things that I
I spent 80% of the show just looking at background actors and being like, why is that guy doing?
Oh my God, George Bell is in so much of season 7, so much more than we even like talked about when we covered season 7. I was like, there he is, there he is, there he is again. And I just told Brett about when he came out as the bailiff, I lost it because I was like,
what are you doing here? Are you in debt? That's so many jobs.
But yeah, I get why people come back to it. I understand, like I get the comfort. There's so many people to love in it, and it is an easy show. It's simple. It's like the reason you can watch it so many times, at least I think, is that it is easily digestible.
And when the stakes are high, they're not that high.
Yeah.
That's what makes it so. It's a slice of life. Like Amy always says, she makes the big small and the small big. Like, and that is truly what she does with Gilmore Girls. Is like, this is literally a show about 2 women in a small town, about 3 generations of women who are like just navigating life, and the kookiness of the town that's built around them, and that's what makes it so special.
Well, and it's quotable, and it's
pop culture references at the wazoo.
It's silly.
It's hilarious.
Yeah, it has some iconic characters in it. It has it's a really well done piece of pop culture.
Yeah,
and it's of such an era.
Yeah. Oh, totally. Especially now, we're all longing
evocative
for
of an
it.
era. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of like approaching a period piece at this point.
Yeah, which is crazy. I know there's a lot of times like Chris buying a flat screen TV and everyone's like, "Whoa,
oh my God,
a flat screen
it's a plasma,
TV,
it's like this big."
It's so itty
okay,
bitty.
Daddy Moneybags."
Yeah, and Lorelai is like, "Oh my God,
dictionary.
it's huge." It's like when Michael Scott gets his plasma TV, and we're like,
"Wait, oh, dinner party! I love
dinner party." Yeah. Well, thank you so much for sharing all of your predictions, your thoughts, your feels,
Yeah.
your hot takes.
Yeah. Thank you so
can't
much. This
wait.
is so special, and thank you for sharing a thing that means so much to you.
Thank you for sharing a thing that means so much to me with me.
And thank you, Haley, for letting me be a part of this.
No, thanks for joining. Thanks for being down to share all of your thoughts.
Yeah.
About a show you just thought you were gonna watch.
Yeah, I'm sure that I've given you a lot of stuff I've watched it, I've talked, and it's just fresh stuff. That I haven't really had a lot of time to think about, except for season 6. I've had a lot of time to think about season 6.
But I love the idea that you started watching this so long ago, not realizing that when you got to the end of it, that this is the year that you would be marrying each other.
Right.
It's been such a vital part of your relationship. What are you gonna watch next?
Oh, we have a list going.
We do have a list going.
We have a little list. But the shows that we're currently watching right now that are in real time are RuPaul's Drag Race, of course, and Traitors.
Reality competition shows are big. But in terms of investing in a narrative.
Grey's Anatomy, right?
I would watch Grey's Anatomy.
20 seasons of Grey's Anatomy.
I definitely want to watch that. But there was a show that you mentioned last year, and I wonder if you're going to mention it again.
I had talked about 30 Rock.
Yeah, maybe 30 Rock.
I just think that you just have to watch season 12 of Grey's Anatomy, and then you can be done.
I am going to invest in it. You know who's invested in it?
Nancy Weimer.
Nancy.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah,
she's a girly girl.
She is a girly girl.
Yeah.
I'm excited. She was you need to get on the train. I was like, great.
She said she watched it because I loved it so much.
That's right. Oh, we talked about this.
Yeah.
We talked about this at
your birthday.
Yeah.
Well, I do want to bring this completely full circle because at the end of the last episode that you were on, you said that you were on a little Taylor Swift journey because the Grammys had just happened.
That's
and
true.
The Grammys have also just happened. Mr. Bad Bunny.
So
friend of the
funny.
Wow,
pod.
look at us. I didn't watch the Grammys this year.
Yeah, we didn't
Oh,
watch the
you
Grammys this
didn't?
year.
Oh.
No. We
I'm
saw
so
the little
sorry.
I saw
I'm
the
so
little
sorry.
pics and clips.
Well, it was less about the Grammys. I mean, Olivia Dean, my girl, she won. Bad Bunny.
Yeah.
I
We
called him
did
a friend of
have
the pod,
I'm with
but
her
it's more of one-sided.
we did have I'm with her on the Late Show tonight, and they just won a couple Grammys, and they're really lovely.
Oh yeah, that was a musical guest.
Yeah, they're really great. We're all. I mean, I can't say that I'm a huge Bad Bunny fan, but I like what he does.
I'm excited to see his Super Bowl performance.
His Super Bowl performance, I'm so excited for.
When we're recording this, the Super Bowl is on Sunday.
He is like a precious angel. It's the bunny in Bad Bunny.
It is the bunny, yeah. There's two. Inside you there are two bunnies. One is bad.
One is just Bunny.
One is Bunny.
Yeah.
And he is that.
I still haven't listened to Life of a Showgirl.
Okay. That's fine.
Yeah.
But
you were going to move into folklore at the time.
Yeah, that's right. I got to get him on the
yeah,
folklore
yeah.
train because it's my favorite album.
Yeah.
And maybe one day.
Can I be
when we're
honest?
cleaning.
My expectations were low because it did take you quite a while to get through Gilmore Girls. So I was like, you know what?
Listen, he listened to the entire Tortured Poets Department last time that he was here.
Yeah, yeah.
You never know.
Yeah.
With music, I'm even more ADHD than
TV.
But you're marathon training now, so
That's
I
true.
don't know.
Yeah.
And I think that there are some songs you've listened to.
I'm
some.
audiobooking while I run.
That's true. He is
Oh,
audiobooking.
wait! I think I have some recs for you because I know you love mythology.
I do.
Yes.
I love mythology. I like sci-fi. I'm listening to The Three Body Problem right now, which is really lovely. I just listened to. I started Project Hail Mary by Andy Weir.
Yeah.
And I just listened to The Running Man.
And then we went and saw
you saw
it.
the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
And I went back to the
That makes
movies for the
sense.
first time in
Yeah, but like I'm a huge like Madeline Miller fan. Like I love Circe and the Song of Achilles. And
you should read Wild Reverence by Rebecca Ross. This is the one I was actually reading it, I think, the last time.
Yes.
Since we chatted.
Yes.
Because it's about a goddess who falls in love with a mortal man.
Ooh,
and because he used to dream of her when he was younger.
Cool.
Love.
Yeah.
Wild
I
Reverence.
think I really like it. Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
It's giving kind of like practical magic.
And it's a standalone. There's like, it's kind of connected to 2 other books that she wrote, but just it's like establishes the lore of the other book, and it's not really related at all because they're like 500 years apart, but I think you would really
cool.
like
I'll check it out.
The audiobook is excellent too.
Yeah. It's been, so like when I'm doing long runs, like the music is great, but sometimes when you're like on mile 11 of a run, you're just like, and it's
I can't do this anymore.
I can focus on a story better than I can, or I can zone out focusing on a story better than I can like listening to music.
Yeah, music can be a good motivator on those things, but then after a while, I'm sure it gets
monotonous. Yeah, that one's a really slow build, but like it's one of those things that it's like that's the payoff.
I read the Odyssey.
And the Odyssey is like one of his favorite books.
It's a slow build until the end.
The Iliad is like there's an entire chapter where they name every single person that's going to the fight. Yeah. There's an entire chapter where they're just like, and this boat has Greg, and Greg's dad's name was Tim, and like literally that is a whole chapter.
And Tim knew Brett.
Exactly.
But I love a slow build personally, but that was a criticism a lot of people give. So whenever I recommend a book, I give criticism that other people feel.
Yeah, just as a caveat.
Not ones that I have.
Yeah. I got you. People don't have attention spans anymore.
No one has an attention span.
Like,
it's one of my goals for 2026 is to
have an attention span.
Hone in on my attention span.
Brick your phone.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Haley is a big fan of the brick.
You got a brick?
No,
but like
we're gonna get them.
But I like
you get a discount if you get 2.
I also deleted all my social media, so now it's like I still have the thing where I pick up my phone, but then there's nothing on it, and I'm like, oh, all right, well,
whatever.
Yeah,
we're on the journey. We'll update you later this year with where we're at on that front. But for now, thank you guys so much for tuning in. As always, if you enjoyed this episode, feel free to leave us a little review, give us 5 stars on Apple or Spotify or wherever you listen to your podcast. And also join us on YouTube. Today's episode was a video episode.
And it was rather expressive.
Yeah. Brett swung a microphone.
That's true.
Yeah.
You know, when he was
there was
taking
a lot of
swing.
actions you will miss if this is only audio for you.
It's very, very true. Something that we brought up in today's episode was talking about Lane and Zach and whether or not they were right for each other and kind of how their relationship panned out. People had really strong feelings about that. Speaking of having guests on the podcast, were Maya and Hunter. And we're going to bring them back to have a little conversation about whether or not Lane and Zach were really well suited for each other and why the audience couldn't get on board with their relationship.
And we'll have more to say on that in the next episode.